You are listening to the Hello Sport Podcast.
What's up, punters and dribblers? Welcome back to the Hello Sport Podcast. Home of unqualified opinion and unwavering bias. First potty, I believe, of the 2026 year. The fire horse, I think, if you're Chinese. If you are more in our realm, it is the year of the punter and the dribbler.
It is. They roll around pretty frequently.
Yeah, they do. They seem to roll around a lot. But this, make no mistake, this is the year of the punter and the dribbler. Not bad that it's a fire horse, though, Eddie, given we are entering into our horsey era of horse ownership. Just a side note, just an aside. But welcome.
So it's the Chinese year of the fire horse.
Yep.
Geez, that's a good omen.
Yep, it is.
Geez, that's a good omen. If you're in our thing, well done to you. You've got a good eye for ponies. If you're not in it, stiff shit because she's sold out.
Yeah.
It's also, Tom, as you said, the year of the punter and the dribbler. It's also our 10 year this year.
Yes,
10
it
years
is.
of punting and dribbling.
Oi, happy 10 years, mate.
Happy 10 years, mate. Not nothing.
Not nothing, dude.
It will be a gala.
Yeah.
A gala of dribble and yarn this year, punters and dribblers. It will be a celebration.
Yeah.
So
listen, a year of
just be ready.
fellatio.
Just be ready for one of the great suck jobs of our time.
Yeah. Yeah. If you thought we could do with sucking ourselves a little bit more, then you're in for a treat because that's what 2026 is going to be.
If that's what you've been asking for, then giddy up.
Yeah.
We don't do it. Well, we don't do it enough, Tom. And I think that's probably something that I've reflected on this holidays is that you and I we don't go down on ourselves enough. And that's going to change, mate.
Yeah, well, it is. And I mean, and obviously, you know, as I get fatter, it is getting harder to go down on myself.
Well, Tom, this could be the last year.
Well, no, because I mean, again, a year of punter and dribbler. It's also the year of Tommy questionable supplements abuse to get, jacked.
It's the last year Tom will be able to see his own penis.
Yeah, no, that thing, it's like the ice caps melting. It's disappearing.
Is it getting smaller or is I just see less and less?
I thought it was going to get bigger. It's like, sir, it isn't changing, but the tide is rising, and that tide is your gut.
Just a big king tide, mate.
Nah, dude, gonna get so huge this year, not even funny. How's Byron, dude? Is it good?
Yeah, it's great, mate. Good family time. Just little Suki's screaming at me. Mate, nice R&R, beautiful stuff. Flew the family up and I drove up. That was genius from me.
Genius because you just got to have like 9 hours by yourself in a car?
Multiple reasons. 9 hours by myself in a car, Tom, which means that I had free reign of the podcast, which means I worked through every cricket podcast alive then and went on to my World War II history. Absolutely loving it.
Yeah.
Obviously, I peeled into Macca's for a little B&E. Well, a sausage and egg, obviously. I don't do B&Es. I'm not a sick fuck. A little hashy, little 10-pack of nuggets for later on. Like, it was just such nice me time.
Yeah.
Obviously, then I get up the full repertoire of shit that you need when you've got a kid. Like, I didn't cut any corners. I bought the bottle washer, Tom. You can do things like that, mate. We've got every toy under the sun. I've got the umbrella. I've got the big bloody cabana thing. I've got both beach chairs. All that shit you're not going to fly up with, right?
Yeah.
But also, you're not going to drive 7.5 hours with a kid because that'd turn into 14 hours. You'd have to break that up. That's probably a 3-day journey. So you can. Did
you go up before so that they arrived and you were already there, or did you send them off and then you went?
They landed at 12:30. I left at 5. I picked them up from the airport as they landed. Tom.
Wow.
Perfect timing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Wow. And we've had 3 good days of weather. It's rainy today, but that's all right. We went out and looked at some farm animals, which she loved. Just good, wholesome family time, mate, before we rip into the year of punting and dribbling.
Yeah, I get it.
As mentioned at the top.
No, well, it's you're the fire dribbler. I potentially have 2 children with broken arms.
What?
Yeah. I definitely have one. I can confirm I have one child with one broken arm. Shout out
Who
to
broke
Zoe
their arm?
Estelle.
Did she? I was going to say it was Zoe.
Well, that's like I actually wish I'd given you the opportunity to bet on it, because we were betting on who's got the first broken bone in the family. It's Zoe. She fell off a log. She fell off a log at a park.
Nice.
And then we didn't even fucking, like, we didn't take her to the doctors for 2 days. We were just like strapping it up. Like, yeah, this thing's sprained, mate. Walk it off. And she's such a beast. Stuff? Yeah, he's wrapped up in a bandage, ice it. She's such a beast. She was like still doing cartwheels and shit. She's a psycho. But then they went on a Disney cruise with my mother and sister over the last 4 days. It's like a full-blown Disney. The whole boat is like built with like Disney trimmings, TVs everywhere playing Disney movies. There's like live shows on. There's you're getting Mickey Mouse pancakes for breakfast, the whole fucking shebang.
Oh, that's it.
Anyway, Evie was devo that she didn't have a broken arm, and I don't know whether she's done this on purpose, but she did fall over at the Disney disco. And they literally got back this morning, and Steph just came home, dropped their suitcase, and went straight to the hospital. I was like, I've got to do the podcast. Oh, I'm sorry.
So how do you know Zoe's is broken?
Well, she did hers like a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, right. So she did it a couple of weeks ago. She goes on the Disney cruise in the cast.
So it's actually it's not a cast. So it's a fracture, Zoe's. And with fractures these days, they were saying they don't put a full cast on. She's got like this metal splint thing on either side of her arm, and they said it helps it heal quicker because it's like you can take it off. Like doctor shit. I felt bad for her because I remember being a kid and wanting a cast, and casts were cool, and you sign your cast. I was like,
are they doing casts anymore?
You got to really fuck yourself up. I think you got to fuck yourself up proper to do a cast.
Mate, you used to see if there weren't 10 casts getting around a schoolyard of a recess or a lunch, something was wrong.
Well, mate, I think I was a little bit triggered by Zoe's experience, because when I broke my arm as a 10-year-old, I was given half of a cast, and I was like, well, that's bullshit. Just give me the full cast. And so they basically just like made me half of a plaster cast, and I just had to wrap it in bandage. I was like, well, no one can even sign this fucking thing. This is dumb.
That's pathetic.
People tried to sign the bandage that wrapped it onto my arm. I'm like, just don't. Just forget about it.
Don't humanize me anymore.
I'm already a joke. I'm a laughing stock on the broken arm, bench. So anyway, that's where I'm at. But 4 lovely days without 2 older children, and I don't want to sound like, don't tell me she's broken it. Sorry, I'm just waiting for updates, waiting for X-ray results. We might have a live broken arm update on the podcast. You don't get that. It's the year of a punter and dribbling when you get that.
Just setting the tempo out the gate, mate, like a lot.
4 days, though, without your 2 big ticket items in terms of children. Your two fucking glorious, bro. Miss them in that, but
no, of course. So was it just you and Hazel?
Me, Steph, Hazel. That was it. And I don't want to. Things are only as hard as you know them to be, right? So I don't want it to sound like I am diminishing anyone's experience who is only currently the parent of 1 child. But you cunts have got it so easy you don't fucking realize it. Try walk a mile in my shoes with 3. You don't even know. It was so nice and quiet. Anyway, that's us. 40 degrees in Sydney the other day, dude. It was fucking disgusting.
Mate, every time it gets hot in Sydney, I think of you immediately. I'm always like, how's my boy Tommy going down there? How's he handling it?
No aircon. Well, do you know what we did? The night before, I went and closed every single door and every single blind and every single window and everything. I just fully powered down the house. I think I may have told you a while back, but I've went and got some shit from Bunnings so that I could maneuver my what's it called? Fucking portable air conditioner into our bedroom, and so it could fit through the bars. I went and got some of my own piping because I'm a fucking handyman.
Yeah.
And so just had that on 24/7 in the bedroom. So the bedroom was actually Frosty Boy Studios. It was so nice.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
And then the rest of the house was just shut down.
That's all right, man. As long as you can sleep in a cool space, that's all you need, bruh.
But I don't know if I've said it on the podcast, I am moving to Northern Beaches officially to take my rightful place on the throne.
I don't think you've mentioned that, mate.
King of the North. I'm moving to Newport, but first cab off the rank is I've hit up like 15 different air conditioning places where I'm just like,
have you dropped your name?
Absolutely not.
Have you let them know who you are, mate?
Absolutely not. Listen,
mate, Tommy Birmingham. Hello Sport. Have you heard of it? Oh, you haven't?
Well, that's okay.
Yeah.
So hang up
at Hello Sport Podcast. Yeah. Are you on Instagram? Oh, you're not on Instagram. Okay.
Okay.
Mate, just get up your Apple Podcast or your Spotify and just
yeah. Or we did a thing with Phil Gould last year for the Origin. Do you want to see that?
Yeah. No. We've made quite a splash over the last 10 years, mate.
Anyway, I'm just looking for some free air conditioning, if you could.
Well, no. What can you do for me, mate?
No, didn't. But I mean, if you hear it here, air conditioning people, I'm not looking for freebies.
No, you're not looking for freebies. However, if you have heard of Tom and the splash he's made over the last 10 years, then,
and speaking of splash, we are looking for fools.
What? You've got a list. You've surely got a list of things you need. You need a granny flat. You need air conditioning. You need a pool. What else do you need, mate?
What else do we need? Look, solar. Solar would be good.
Solar, yeah.
A bit of landscape gardening, mate.
Oh yeah, mate. You need a bit of painting done, don't you, mate?
Oh, I need some paint and some sanding.
Well, listen,
start the
mate.
year off right, asking for food.
Yeah, and how can anyone get in touch, mate? What's the best way to get in touch?
Oh, mate, listen, Turbo at hellosport.com. Hit up Tobler. Hit up Tobler.
Tobler's managing our affairs this year, everyone.
Yeah. He's managing the renovation. He'll be in touch with Steph. Anyway.
I'd fucking rather him doing it than you.
Yeah, mate, absolutely. Mate, don't tell you how Can you see this chair behind you here? There's like a kid's chair that's just at the end of that table.
Yep. I can see it.
Yeah, this is one of my low points. Steph asked me to just move the chair up one rung because Hazel was just a bit too low. And I was like, yeah, sweet, doll, no worries. Look at a bunch of other shit I had to do around the house. And then we're sitting at the dinner table and Hazel's just like sliding down to one end of the seat. And I'm like, she's like, what the fuck's going on? Hazel's just sort of like sitting like this. And I've just put the chair in. I lifted like one side of the chair and it's just stuck like that. She's just like, what is wrong with you, dude? And I have to, well, there is something wrong with me, right? Like I can't, what do you do? I'm an idiot.
Mate, next time you've got a chore day, we've got to send Tobler around to film you. Just follow you around for the day.
Yeah, well, dude, you know what? There's going to be
because you've always got chore days, dude.
Well, but chore days, like there's chore days where it's just like, generic shit. But when we move over to the beaches, I'm going to have some handyman shit to do. So I'm going to need Tobler to come around and fucking follow me around as I learn how to, or as I, fire up the jackhammer again for the first time in, 10 years. Actually, not 10 years, maybe 5.
We should dress you in your old bloody work jeans.
Yeah, my high vis.
No, your red ones, your red jeans.
Oh, the red jeans and my blue dental button-up shirt that I wore to a landscape job.
I can't believe you wore that, guy.
I know.
That is unbelievable.
Yeah, and the boys on the site let me know.
Yeah, of course they did. And how's my boy Tobler?
Mate, I'm good. Back on the beaches now.
Broke the internet.
Yeah.
Just another cheeky meal to start the year, which was good.
Jesus.
Good to see.
You're good, mate. You're very good.
Yeah, people really liked watching it, which I can understand. It was pretty fucking funny, but it was.
For those of you who don't know, it's Tobler front flipping off of the Brunswick Heads Bridge and absolutely fucking himself up. Yeah. I honestly have watched that maybe 20, 30 times. Like, I was pissing myself.
Was it worse than your original?
Way worse. Way worse.
Oh, great. So how long did you cry for? Did you cry
I
for
didn't.
20 minutes?
I was like, I thought I was concussed afterwards because I hit the water with so much force, and my eyes are like so swollen that they're starting to close, and I've just had to. And I'm like, guys, I gotta go back.
You had swollen eyes. Have you got photos of that?
Yeah, I put
in the chat. His eyes were swollen, closed, and shit. He had bruises all over his body. He looked like he'd been in a car accident,
dude. I
didn't see your swollen eyes.
Well, no, the swollen eyes was in the video. That was immediately after, and then they stayed like that for days. Like when I came back from Sydney, it looked like my eye was still drooping. Like it was.
Put it in the edit.
Put it in the thing so I can have a look.
Yeah, I'll put it in. And then the bruising set in, and I was just all over the shop. I had to go to IJ and buy a bag of peas and just sit on the couch with a bag of peas on my face for like 20 minutes just to bring the swelling down.
How long did it take you to build the courage up to have a crack?
Not that long, because it was our last day, hadn't jumped off the bridge yet, which is kind of like an annual thing you do at Brunswick every year. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to go for it. Like, I've thought about it every year and I've never done it. And
you over-rotated.
Yeah,
because I was too scared of under-rotating, which is what happened the first time, and I just kind of landed on my back. So I was like, as long as I get the rotation through, I'll be fine. Not really understanding you can over-rotate and it'll hurt 10 times as more.
And also, like, the way that your arms were just completely pinned to your side, when you hit the water, like, there was nothing to even break your fall. It was just, like, full planked into the water. Great editing as well. You edited it really. The music choice, the bloody, everything was...
Mate, the editing was unbelievable. I actually thought the first time I watched it that Your arms were so pinned by your side that I thought he's doing this on purpose for comedic effect.
Yeah.
He's trying to get a lol. 1 million views, Tobler.
Getting into my Jackass era.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I'm Tobler. Welcome to Jackass. Sorry, I just want to see. There's how do I get these? I want to see, because there was some like prominent commenters and shit, like Robbie Madison. You know that dude, that Aussie like motocross rider,
surfer.
Robbie Madison.
Yeah,
dude.
Mate, Robbie Madison's done some gnarly stuff.
Kobe Aberden, Olivia Koenig. Hope Jake at Alordi didn't see this. That's not Martin Johnston, the rugby union guy, is it? No, don't know who the fuck he is. He's just a woodworker. But there was some people that Dom Tomato, who's got 3.7 million followers. He's a parkour guy.
Yeah, he's a massive parkour guy. Dom Tomato commented. Are you serious?
Good to have the respect from the community, you know.
The parkour community, dude.
What did Kobe Aberden say?
Just laughing face.
That's pretty good, buddy.
Fuck yeah.
Tobler, hopefully good signs from you this year, son.
That's a great start to 2026, Tobler.
Absolutely. I don't want to go down the path of like injuring myself for engagement, but it's a great start to the year regardless.
But just from a content perspective, we don't want you to hurt yourself, but certainly, you've got to dance on the steps of the Opera House this year. There's a few things in the pipe.
That's a great point.
There's actually a fair bit in the pipe. There's a fair bit in the pipe.
Yeah, there is. There's lots in the pipe.
But yeah, it took off. It blew up way more than I was expecting it to.
Did you get a bunch of follows off it, lad?
Oh, about 200 odd.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Fuck all
from 1 million views. Like,
yeah, but you know what? Like when you see videos like that, you're not like, oh, I'm going to go and follow the guy who fucked his face up. Like that's
really engaging.
Especially when you get to his page, like, oh.
Yeah, it's Big Ben content.
Garbage on there.
Right, okay. Punters and Dribblers, New Year, same us, Japanese lager, 4 pints. It's still on the menu, and goodness gracious, hasn't it been going down smooth in this hot Australian weather? Right now it's overcast and rainy, but you get the point. When it is hot and when it is humid and it is sticky, icky, 4-pint Japanese lager.
Let's stop beat around the bush, punters and dribblers. Let's stop pretending like you're going to be some new saint come the new year. You're not. You still like lager. You still like it Japanese in variety, and you still love 4 pints. So nip down to your local, get yourself a case or have a couple off the wood, and just acknowledge that nothing's changed.
Punters and dribblers, we are brought to you by our good friends at Ned's. If you're looking for something to punt on this summer period where there is a bit of a lull, let's be honest, there is some tennis coming up, but the Big Bash is on basically every single day. And a few teams have already dropped out. The bloody Thunder, our boys sort of, who are very highly touted, have sucked ass respectfully, and they're out. I don't mind the Sydney Sixers at $5.50 right now.
Mate, I'm telling you, that's a good bet. I'm going to have a little nibble on that when we jump off.
Sydney Sixers at $5.50 is a juicy little morsel.
If Stark just has a man of the series performance into a hole-in-one, it stands to reason that he's going to go out there and dominate.
And Smith, off the back of a fidgety 100, he comes out because Usman came back for the Heat. He got 70-something. Yeah.
74. Yeah.
Very comfortable 74. The big dogs are back, and the Big Bash is heating up.
And if you're going to have a bet, you always do it with our good friends at Ned's. They're the best in the business. They just are. There's no one even comes close. No one is on their level. Shout out to Ned's.
Chances are you're about to lose. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.
I have, that I'm obviously more. I feel like maybe I'm happy to share more on this podcast, and that's not a slight. That's just more the truth. I'm an open book. My mouth doesn't shut, but I have concern. I have a concern that I need to share with you guys, and it's an honest one. So I need your support to some degree. I don't expect complete support, but I need some support.
Depends what it is.
I can't get out in thick ropes cricket. I can't get out. I can't get.
How long's it been, mate?
Maybe 5 weeks.
5 weeks.
Oof, 4 or 5. I can't get out, and I think it's 5 weeks now, and I don't know what to do. I'm averaging over 50.
550s.
Yeah. The last time I got out, I got myself out. I'm the only person who can get myself out. I ran myself out. It would be 6 weeks otherwise. I'm just concerned.
You're alarmed.
Would you what do I do?
That's
what do I do? I got 62 yesterday off 37 nuts. What do I do?
You might have to start going up the grades, mate. Start testing yourself. See what you're about. See what you're capable of, son.
I'll get found out real quick there. I need to be playing against spoons to...
Well, not necessarily, mate. We've seen footage of you. You move really well.
Oh, no, footwork, Mr. Footwork.
You're elegant at the crease. Geez, is grade cricket beckoning? Is it calling your name?
I tell you what I do want to do at least one point.
Is Sydney Gray calling your name, son?
Only first grade. No, but I want to play on a turf. I want to play on an actual pitch. I don't want to play. We play on AstroTurf. I've never played. Well, maybe when I was little. But I want to play on an actual fucking wicket. But only once. I don't want to have to commit to every. One of the dudes who filled in for us yesterday was going to play on Saturday in 40-degree heat. I was like, that's why? Why the fuck would you do that? That's insanity.
There'd be a reasonable amount of turf pitches getting around, wouldn't there?
No, there absolutely is. But you've got to be playing some form of competition to do that.
You can't. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Tom, I think there is an opportunity. I don't know if you saw this email at the end of the last year that you'd been invited to the Last Man Stands Sydney Dream Team match at North Sydney Oval on the 2nd of March.
Well, there you fucking go.
2nd of March. That's
Vegas.
Potentially Vegas. But if not in Vegas, maybe that's where I'll get found out.
Grass wicket.
That's where I'll get found out, which is fine.
Well, no. I thought you had a condition. I thought you had a problem.
Well, my problem is that I can't get out and that I have just absolutely dazzling hand-eye that will not quit.
And footwork.
Well, footwork, it's a dazzling hand-eye, then impervious to any nut, it would seem, and then footwork.
Yeah, nice. Well, listen, mate. If we don't go to Vegas, geez, I'd like to see you in that All-Star game.
That's actually funny. I didn't see that. Dude, did you see that Harry Brook? I don't know, I don't know if anyone else picked up on the humor of this headline or this story, but do you know how Harry Brook was in New Zealand before the Ashes? Did you see the thing where he got hit by a bouncer?
No.
So, credit to you for reading absolutely no sport at all during the off season, but the second we won the Sydney Test, this story came out, which was convenient timing, that in the lead up series to the Ashes, they were over in New Zealand playing some piss farty one day tournament, and Harry Brook was the captain, and he got punched in the face by a bouncer the night before a game. He was out getting shit faced as the skipper.
Mate, it's come out in the fullness of time. They're running one of the sloppiest fucking organisations over there at English cricket. A real doozy of a shit show. And also, I drank the Kool-Aid a little bit on Harry Brook before he came out. He was like, "Oh, Harry Brook's fucking great." I'm like, that guy's a dead shit. He doesn't know what he's doing. Some of the shots he were playing were astounding.
But
so basically, they're all pissheads, is what you're telling me.
Yes, but to be a cricketer, hit by a bouncer, it's like there is a synergy there, and the way the headline was written was like this could have been I think they said struck by a bouncer, which is the way that you would the terminology you would use if he was playing cricket and actually struck by a bouncer. It was let me see your ID, bouncer.
And so what? He's basically being a fuckwit.
It would seem that way.
Yeah, he was denied entry from the club or bar, and then must have just hung around, and the bouncer ended up hitting him.
Mate, they've come out here. They've just come out here on one of the great piss-ups, and I love how they've mastered in. Oh, geez, we just don't prepare that way. Oh no, we don't play any warm-up tournaments. Oh no, we don't play any warm-up games. Oh no, we don't want to play the Prime Minister's 11 in Canberra because they want to go get on the fucking Terps the whole time.
Dude, I don't know if this story came out earlier, but I read it last night, and it was like an article which was sort of recapping the shit show of the English trip, and this was just one of the elements of it. But when they were in Perth, there was Bryden Cass, who last year, I think maybe at some point was suspended for 3 months for betting on cricket matches. He was sitting in a cafe with a bunch of the English and accidentally a couple grand's cash fell out of his pocket and just blew all over the street, and everyone had to go and chase up his money for him. You're like, this place is an absolute fucking rabble.
Mate, you got Mark Wood wanting to drive all the way over to Perth to get away from the team. You've got bloody Duckett's blind drunk swaying out the front of those apartments in Noosa. Harry Brook punched by a bouncer. Car's got cash flying out of his pockets.
Yeah. That Jacob Beth was a good style of a bloke.
Oh, Jesus Christ. And people that get off on technique were all creaming their pants as one.
Oh, yeah. No, the technicians were all creaming. It was like creaming in unison.
Creaming in unison. And
how weird is it to hear?
Bit of a nail in the coffin for as if they needed any more in that coffin of Bazball being like, why don't you just play sensible?
No, yeah. The only people who got centuries just played cricket. But how weird is it to hear Bethel's Colombo accent? He's got a West Indies accent. You're like, this is be like it feels like if you had a white guy with a Chinese accent. You're like, what am I? His dad got interviewed as well, and it's it was full on Barbados accent. I'm like, initially I didn't know that's where Jacob Bethel was from, so I was just like,
Yeah, no, he was
What?
he was born there, and I find it's so interesting when you hear voices like that on white people. One that always comes to mind is that white guy that grew up in China, and he's got like a Chinese English accent. It sounds like he's been racist as all get out.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's like, dude, you can't talk like that. It's fucking
I won't.
super inappropriate.
I'm not going to do it myself. But go and look it
No,
up.
you don't want to drop into it.
No,
Okay. Sure.
I could.
No, you
but I
could.
won't.
Well, I was trying to work out then. I'm like, can I do a Colombo accent? I mean, fuck, it's all a bit how you going, isn't it? If Bethel can do one, why can't I?
But so apparently for him to try and get into a like a prestigious cricket setup or system or school or something like that.
Scholarship was a scholarship, eh?
Scholarship. Gale and I think Viv Richards were his.
I think it was. I thought it was Viv Richards and like Sobers. I don't know if he's still alive. I don't know if these people are, but I didn't think it was Chris Gale.
I think it was Gale. Not Gale. No. Brian Lara and
Brian Lara and Viv Richards. Yeah, Sobers. I don't know. Fucking.
I think Sobers is probably possibly passed away, but it was Viv Richards. Mate, how's that? Brian Lara and Viv Richards were your references.
Yeah, but then you go and fuck off and play for England. You're like, fuck. We gave him the reference. We gave him the reference and he fucked off to England.
Yeah, but I mean, I get it. You know, so the West Indies aren't what they were.
No, you're absolutely right. They are not.
And then
fractured elbow. We've got a fractured elbow. Evie Rose, fractured elbow. There you go. Terrific. Love
She's got
that.
a wish.
Love that. Jesus Christ.
Good on you, Evie.
Well done. There you go.
Good on you, Evie Rose. Well done, Evie Rose. Well done. Yeah, but geez, that Bethel can play. Geez, that Bethel.
Oh,
can
mate,
play.
he was hot. And also, I've got something else. You and I, over the history of this podcast, 10 years and counting, have always been pretty, forthright in our opinions of the weak English boy, now weak English man, Joe Root.
Mm.
And after
I've once got decked by David Warner fame.
I've once got punched by David Warner, and history would suggest that maybe I can't imagine Root doing anything that would warrant that. But I
was thinking about that in the car the other day, being like, geez, that was interesting.
Yeah, it's like just Joe Root seems like such a nice guy.
Geez, that seems. And then have you gone back and read the explanation?
No.
Oh, it's Warner's.
Warner's just punched Joe Root. He's just
Warner's seen Joe Root and he's punched him. I think he was wearing a hat he didn't like or some shit like that.
Sorry, I just had to check in on a broken arm there. But I like Joe Root, and I want to now put the swords away. Because we've obviously disrespected him greatly over the years, and I make no apologies for that, and I stand by all of the disrespect. But now that he's come out here, 2 tons, the one in Sydney was the first. Well, listen, if I wanted to disrespect the tons, I'd say, well, one was a red ball, was a pink ball, and you lost the test, so it was useless, and then the other one was a red ball, yes, but the series was done, so none of them mattered. But I can't help but like Joe Root and respect Joe Root and think Joe Root's cool and so fucking good. 41 test tons, level with Punter,
But full respect to you and I, Tom, and I think that's probably where we separate ourselves from the pack, is that we're prepared to come and, bare our soul and be honest about our changing and ever fluid opinions. Because when we called him a weak English boy, I'll remind the punter and the dribbler that this was pre-COVID and his conversion from 50s to 100s was pure shit. At the time, he was like at least 10 tons behind Smudge and Coley. He was the English captain, and all he did was serve up pure, unadulterated poo-poo. And we called him out for it. Ever since COVID, ever since he's relinquished the captaincy, he's gone on and he's got brave tons. Now, I don't have in front of me a list of how many of them were tons of consequences, Tom, tops, which you and I have been talking about. I was talking about it at length at the cricket with several of our friends, Tom.
Was that at the Deserved Bunch lunch?
Yeah, that was at the Deserved Bunch lunch. Yes. Yes. And never a more deserving bunch to have ever had lunch, Tom.
Yeah, no, it was. It was a Deserved Bunch at that lunch.
At that lunch. But listen, if anyone thinks they have a metric or an algorithm or a list of, a way rather of deciphering between tons and tons of consequences, I'll give you an example. 100 you lose the test, or 100 in a dead rubber, like, you know what I mean? Like, where did it sit?
We were even going granular. We were like, if you were to come out, I think they still both matter, but like if you were to come out, let's say your openers both got hundreds and you were coming in with absolutely zero pressure, is that a ton of consequence? No, it's not. It's still a good ton, but
exactly. If you come in as the wicket keeper and you're 5 for 750 and you get a ton,
great. Listen, it's a great ton. It's just not a ton of consequence.
That's right.
We would like to try and work out not just Joe, but across. Like, if there's a way you could create some form of like a formula, and then just pump that thing into ChatGPT and just go.
That's right.
Give us our talks.
We need a formula because. And it was off the back of, Tom, obviously we have more respect than we've ever had for Joe Root. However, I do not like his name sitting next to Ricky Ponting's.
No, I don't.
I just don't like it. Sorry. Call me a nationalist.
Yep.
But I don't like seeing it. And that just got us onto the topic of, well, how many tox has Root got? Because Punter's got a shitload.
Yeah. Or Smudge's tox. Where like
Smudge would have so many tox, mate. He'd have so many tox.
Yeah,
he'd have way more than Root. Way more.
Shitloads. So anyway, there was that.
If you think you've got a formula, if you think you've got a way of deciphering, we'd love to hear it. Might be something in it for you.
It was. Listen, if you can work it out, and then we'd need it to be third party tested. But I mean, you want to talk tons of consequence. Even though it was a dead rubber, but we obviously wanted to go 4-1, and I will hold Australian cricketers to different standards, and I will say that in a dead rubber, Travis Head and Smudge's tons were tons of consequence.
Yes, they were. But they were our tons, Tom.
Yeah, exactly.
They were our
right.
tons.
It was good to see Smith get another 100. He's obviously, as everyone has said, just a complete freak. And I don't mean just as a player. He's obviously a freaky player, but just a freak of a human being. All this sort of shit. He's just, twitching out of control.
Mate, he's got I'm trying to work out if he's got worse.
He has got worse. Yeah,
I thought
he's
so
100% got worse. I think it's one of those things where you're like, oh, this condition is getting worse. We might need to, like, I don't think you treat the condition until, I feel like the condition is purely related to cricket. Like, I don't think he's necessarily ticking off in his home life. I certainly hope not, for his own sake.
Well, it'd be a lot to deal with if he's doing that when he's cooking toast.
Yeah. No. Well, then then you've got. Well, then it's a serious condition. But as it relates to cricket, it's like, yeah, dude, like all that shit's new. You know what I mean? That shit's new.
What was that again?
That's how he wants his hand to hold onto the bat.
Oh yeah. What do you don't you have to show everyone that?
No. I don't mind that you do it. Again, like the more cuckoo you get, I guess, you're like, okay, whatever. While we were at the cricket, Eddie, you and I, friend of the show, Luke Bracey, well, the Deserved Bunch lunch, actually, I think it was after we had our
Well, I believe it was after.
Ollie, Max, Hiles, Benny. We all went outside for a breather out onto the street. So we nip outside for a dart.
Yeah.
And which I've quit, by the way, officially. I'm done, just so you know.
Yeah, no, we're
done.
Are.
Yeah, done. But the cricket was where I was sort of like, that was my last hurrah.
For sure. Definitely.
100%. No, 100%. It is.
I'm done. 100%.
I'm done.
No, done. Couldn't be more done.
Line through it.
Is that vapes and cigarettes?
Yeah,
Done.
mate. I'm vapes. I'm not really like vapes is something. If you're around me, I might have. I've in the past had some, but I'm not. I don't buy them and shit. But I'm done with
No,
vapes.
mate, done.
Done with cigs.
Done.
The odd vegan every once in a while will continue, and that is my right. Anyway, we're outside having a cigarette, one of my last, and who should I see as I take a big fat drag on me Marlboro Gold, hooning down, what's that road called?
Driver
Avenue?
Driver Avenue, I think.
Hooning down there on an e-scooter with a
Giving
helmet
it some
on.
too.
Giving it some. But the one and only former Manly Seagulls and Queensland captain, Daly Cherry Evans.
Once alive to us, now dead to us.
Once alive to us, now dead completely to us. And as he zooms past, I lock eyes with him. And obviously I'm a Manly fan. So like I'm still in the mode of Daly being again alive to me. So I give the skip a salute. How you going, mate? Well, a hero, exactly, mate. Premiership win and all that. And listen, I joke. Daly, one of the nicest guys going around. He fangs it past, looks at us, gives us a wave, whatever. I go, oh, that was DCE. Little do I know, he's gone big fat U-banger, comes all the way back and comes up and wants to chat to the deserved bunch for, a bit of a hey, how you going? I must be honest. I must be. He looked as happy as I've ever seen him. He looked like he was loving life.
Cheshire Cat comes to mind. Cheshire Cat famously had one of the great grins on him of all time. That was DCE on that warm early January day, Tom. You and I puffing on a cigarette post one of the great lunches of all time. He couldn't be more stoked. We're like, you're fitting in, mate. You're having a great time. Yeah, like loving it, absolutely loving it.
There was no, like
he wasn't putting it on. It was 100% authentic.
And he wasn't like
McCoy.
It wasn't like, oh God, I'm loving it. It was just more like I just looked at him and go, you look happy, mate. You look happy, and he's like, mate, yeah, it's good. It's good. Like, just had a big smile on his face. He was riding his bloody e-scooter. He had a big box that he was riding the e-scooter on, which I believe Ollie, friend of the show, mused as to whether that was a box full of cash, given he is at the Roosters now.
That's alleged and unconfirmed, but there was a big box. The flaps were closed.
No, they were. Anything could have been in the big box. We were all musing, started off by the great Ollie Archibald, as to whether the box was filled with cold, hard Australian cash, maybe USD. I mean,
I tell you what, it'd be one way to put a smile on the dial if it was a cache of USD, given its current strength versus the Aussie dollar. Punters and Dribblers, sorry to get all currency with you.
Yeah,
but he looked happy. He looked happy as Larry DCE, and he meant every word. He said he's absolutely loving it. He's fitting in well. He's enjoying his time as a Rooster. He looks good in the colours. It was all very annoying. I must be honest with you. It'd be like running into your ex. You're still mourning. You're still in. You're still sleeping into a bloody 12 o'clock. You're eating Cheezos all night. You're masturbating nonstop. You're crying.
Feverishly masturbating.
Feverishly masturbating. You've got cuts all over your penis, and you're abrasions, and
burns.
Burns, Tom, burns, friction burns,
blisters,
friction, heat, boils on your penis,
Yeah.
And you were sitting there the whole time as you feverishly rub out orgasm after orgasm. Your 10th, your 11th, your 12th, some days 14, 15, 16. I don't know what the record is, but you've given it a sniff. And you think to yourself the whole time, surely they have friction burns as well.
Yeah,
surely they miss me. Surely they miss me as Tom punches in on himself. Nice touch.
This
Surely
thing
they
just
missed me.
no. This thing just this thing's look at it now. It's pulling out. I don't know what's going on. This thing does its own punch work.
You've got it on cinematic mode. Surely they miss me. Surely they long for me. Surely we're going to get back together. Surely they think about me. Surely they've realised the grass isn't greener. And then you run into them, and it's the happiest they've ever been in their entire life.
That's not their words. That's just how it looked.
That's how it looked.
And then we get papped by some asshole on the street looking very bitter and jealous and sad. And
we did look bitter and jealous and sad. And it looked like there was distance between us and Deece. Got to let you know, punters and dribblers, that was out of respect for the great man because we were banging a couple back.
Yeah. Couple of our last darts ever.
Well, our very last cigarettes, Tom.
I had a couple after that, I'm not going to lie. But, yeah, it was certainly I haven't. That was me last. Bracey came around the other night and we got stuck into it. But they were my last, those ones. But, yes, it was great to see him. Sad to see him. But I'm happy to report that he's happy as fuck, it would seem.
Yeah, no, he's loving it.
It was like there was a glow radiating off of him while we're there smoking darts with, blistery dicks being like, how are you? Miss ya. Miss ya.
Miss me.
Anyway.
Why
was he riding a scooter?
Jamal? What do you mean? That's how you choose to get around town.
Yeah, what, you got a problem with him riding a scooter, mate? Maybe he couldn't be fucked to walk from his car. Maybe he just felt like riding a scooter. A bit of fun.
Yeah, but I was just wondering why it was needed.
He
was also spotted on a line bike. Yeah, he's not riding that thing from Curly, is he? Like,
no, he's not. I did make that joke to him, which got a huge laugh. It was a busy period. It's a busy area, right? So does he want to be fucking walking through there getting accosted? Or does he just want to zip through on a scooter when, like, the cricket's on? You know what I mean? Like,
oh, so is the parking not close to the stadium?
It's not that far, but like it's more like you're walking right down Driver Avenue where everyone's like in and out of the cricket. There's people around. Okay,
The cricket's on. That's the problem. That's the issue.
Yeah, right.
So the parking's probably even harder when the cricket's on, or their parking's completely cut off.
Yeah, well, a multitude of reasons. It was
multitudes, mate.
Multitude of reasons, Tom.
He was doing well. He had like 4 different bags and that box on the scooter.
Yeah, we lost a good one, mate.
Tough.
Lost a good one. But for anyone wondering, he's doing really well.
He's doing really well. So that's good. That was great to see. Punters and dribblers, everyone talks about new year, new me, but we all know that isn't real. Maybe for some people it is.
It's a lie.
But mostly it's not, right? And what better way to do New Year, same me, but slightly improved? That's all you're looking for is slight improvements. Good Day Daily Multivitamin is that slight improvement.
It's really not that difficult. It's a sachet into water once a day. It's like brushing your teeth, punters and dribblers, but easier because you're going to brush your teeth twice a day. BeGoodHealth.com.au. Code Dribblers for 10% off. Pair that in with a subscription and you're going to get 20% off plus a variety of other little incentives.
That's right. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, Edward, and make that single step Good Day Daily Multivitamin. This year of the Fire Horse / Punter and Dribbler. The Storm tried to get Zach Lomax, and the Eels told him to go fuck himself. You see that? Did we see that? Is there any other news on that?
So how long is he contracted to the Eels for? Another year or 2 more?
Till the end of 2028.
3 more years.
Yep.
So he's just out in the wilderness now.
Unless the Eels agree. So he's hired lawyers to try and fight the Eels to let him go to the Storm.
Yeah, he's a serial contract breaker, old Zach Lomax, isn't he?
Yeah, he likes to bloody mix it up, man. Wow, just let me fucking mix it up a little bit. I feel like going to the Premiership heavyweight now. I was at the Dragons.
Yeah.
He's almost like slightly getting better and better. But
I was at the Dragons and then I wanted to play centre, and so I went to the Eels and I played wing, and then people with huge checkbooks came knocking. Nothing was locked in. I said, yes, absolutely.
I'll go play rugby.
The Eels. I'm going to go play rugby. That falls through. Storm, what you doing? What are you doing, Storm?
Oi, you up? Oi, Storm, you up?
Oi, Storm, you up?
The Storm were like, I don't know if you just said this before, because I was just checking an update on my daughter's fractured elbow, full cast required 6 weeks. Sorry, Zozo, you've just been bested in the cast game. But the Storm offered the Eels Jack Howarth. They were like, we'll give you Jack Howarth, you give us Zach Lomax.
Good deal. Really, really good deal.
Jack Howarth, all right. Jack Howarth, not a bad player. Jack Howarth also being like, hey, what the fuck?
Listen, Jack Howard's a good player. I think Zach Lomax, the state of origin representative, a pinch better. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, Australian state of origin, right?
Yeah. Just a pinch better. That's just my opinion. Zach, if I'm Jack Howard, I'm like, no. Hang on. I'm on a good thing here. Yeah, we've lost back-to-back grand finals, but I'm on a good thing here at the Storm.
Yes.
Rather not.
But well, listen. If you want to pay me, because you're not going to get, there's no way the Storm are paying you great money because they have to pay everyone else. And like Jack Howard's good, but like if the Eels can give me a bit more bicky, I get out of Victoria, which is a shithole, whether you like it or not. Maybe you do think about it and you just go, fuck, whatever. They don't want me. Like as soon as you hear they don't want you and they want Zach Lomax, you're a bit like, Jesus, okay. This is fun. I've already been offered up. Like, as soon as you get offered up, I'm like, is there even any coming back from that? I'm like, fuck, you've absolutely fucked me here.
Yeah. I mean, if you're getting offered up.
It's like when Steph dumped me and then was like, do you still want to go to Bali? I'm like, but you've already offered to trade me. You've already put me on the fucking I don't want to go.
You haven't no, you haven't been. You haven't been offered to be traded. You've been benched.
Well, yeah, exactly. I've been dropped, and you're like, well, you can still come to the fucking you can still train at the club, and I'm like, no, I don't want to. I want to go now. Send me to the Eels.
Send me to the Eels. No, I get that, but also, I'd probably also just rather stay at the Melbourne Storm. If the offer's still going. And look, I know that you're clearly not loving what I'm doing to you. I understand that you're not getting off the way that you'd like, but let me work on it. Let me get better.
Give me a chance.
Give me a chance. Let me work hard in the off season. Let me get bigger and stronger and better. Let me work on my touch.
Yeah.
Don't
give me a shot.
Don't send me. Give me a shot. Don't send me away. Don't send me away. Don't send me away.
Yeah. Listen.
I tell you what, though, I do not. I can't even use my words anymore. I don't even know what the fucking word is. I wouldn't want to be Zach Lomax, though, sitting on the couch going, what the fuck do I do now? Do I have to go play for the Force? Is that what I have to do?
Again, the mistake that Zach's made is that he's got wandering eyes, or as Elvis put it, rubbernecking. He's just
Do I have to go play for the Marlins and shoot shield? Is that what I'm doing now?
Because I'm just is he TikTok generation? Is he just distracted?
100%, mate. He's a grass is greener operator.
Yeah. Yeah, it really
and
is.
He's also you don't know what you got till it's gone type
Pave
of
paradise, put up a parking lot.
Yeah. Very much from that school of thought, Tom. Very much for that school of thought.
Yeah.
Also, you could argue, Tom, a bit of a counting his chickens before they've hatched type of an operator.
Oh, shit, yeah. Oh, shit. Well, listen, certainly gives that. It's giving that.
It's giving that.
It's giving a little bit of that. Have you had a chance to see Jake Trebojevich's new headgear, which I believe might be a bit of a reaction to what he's obviously had some fucking awful concussions, but there's a new headgear getting around. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen it.
Can you like share it, Tobler, on the screen here? Do we have that tech?
Yeah, I think I can. If not, I'll chuck it in the WhatsApp.
Why don't you just put it in the WhatsApp and I can have a quick gander?
Well, yeah, we can do that, mate. We can certainly.
Well, I mean, it might be easier. That's all.
Look at this thing, dude.
Holy shit!
Yeah, this is like a headgear you've never seen before.
Is this new headgear tech?
Yeah,
it must be.
That thing is unbelievable. That looks like the safest headgear I've ever seen in my life.
Well, it looks like I don't know if there are any James Bond fans out here, but do you remember in one of the ones, Pierce Brosnan era, when he's skiing down a mountain and an avalanche happens and he pulls that fucking some sort of a cord and like this full ball just like comes around him and he's encased in a ball.
Yeah, vaguely. Yep.
And like the snow goes over him and it's like, or even just those big balls that you can get in and like run at each other and.
Yeah. Yeah, it's giving that. It's giving Michelin Man a little bit.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, I hope it works. Like, it's
What's
also
this new
like
technology, Tobler? What's this new tech?
Yeah, so it's been developed by like this guy that's been inventing products for like 40 years, and it's using a nodal impact attenuation design, similar to that of a rubber bouncy ball. How a ball will absorb the pressure and change its shape
and diffuse
it before regaining its shape again. So it disperses the energy and then returns back to its normal shape. He reckons they've done crash tests and it's 10 times more effective than anything that's out there.
And you know what? The Manly Seagulls, Edward, have a storied history of our players having absurdly random looking headgear. The Beavers headgear, you know, like sure there were maybe some other people sort of, but no one really. That headgear's synonymous with Stephen Beaver Menzies and no one else.
Mate, it's a one of one. That's how I remember it. No one else wore it except Beaver Menzies and wore it famously and scored a try in the grand final 40-0, read a book.
Yeah. So, like the fact that Jake's gone Bubble Boy with the Bubble Boy headgear, I'm a big fan.
I'm a huge fan. I think he has a breakout year, Tom. Breakout, not the right word. He's already broken out, but
he's broken out. Yeah, like another breakout. He's been recaptured. He's going to break out again.
He's going to break out again. Another breakout year coming in for Jake Trbojevic in the Bubble Boy headgear. I'd be getting him back to captain the state, Tom. A lot of people at the time were like, oh, Jake didn't do anything. Okay, right, he didn't do anything. Well, why'd we win a shield, a forbidden shield at that?
Riddle me Queensland. That.
And what happened this year when Jake wasn't playing? No. Oh, wait. Happy to wait. Happy to sit here and wait. Well, you come up with the answer.
I'm waiting.
We lost.
I'm waiting.
We don't lose that game in Perth, Tom, that game too, if Jake's in the team. There's no way.
No. There's just no way. That's not where
there's just no way.
Look at this camera following me in cinematic mode. I'd like to give a big, hearty Hello Sport congratulations to New South Wales strike centre Bradman Best.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's found his purpose.
Well, he's become a father to a daughter, and he's found his purpose, obviously, with the thing is, you know, it's just one of the great photos. I think that's all. There's no other way to put it. It's just one of the great photos.
It's one of the very, very best photos going around. Best, pardon the pun. It's unbelievable.
There's his tiny, beautiful little daughter with the big Best neck chain on there. It's like she's elegant and understated. This tiny little cute little baby, this tiny little daughter, and as a father of three daughters, Bradman, you're in for a treat. They're the best. But
it's gumnut kid stuff.
Oh, with just the chain that's bigger than her.
Well, she's drowning in it, mate.
But she wears it well.
Of course she wears it well. She's the best.
It was just beautiful.
Chef's
absolutely beautiful
stuff. Well, I tell you what, look out this year, Bradman Best. What's the DILF thing, Tobler? He's going to have a blinder game one.
Mate, competition on notice, I think it's fair.
On notice. Competition on notice. Consider it.
This will be Bradman's best
truly
year.
On notice. Oh, 100%. Comp on notice. Comp's on notice. Don't worry about that. Load up game one, punters and dribblers, if you've got any sense whatsoever.
You better have some sense about you. Tell you that.
Are they in Vegas, the Knights?
Yes, they are.
I'll be looking at him for an FTS, punters and dribblers.
Yeah, baby. Oh, I'm actually looking forward to Rugby League coming back.
Oh, I'm
Not
ready,
gonna
dude.
lie.
I'm so ready. I'm so ready. I'm so
Ready for the chatter to start building up again. You know, the things, the thises and the that's. It's good. And then if Vegas, remains to be seen. But if we are,
Remains to be
are
seen.
there again, tennis coming up. Yeah, whatever.
Wait, mate.
Listen, I'm looking forward to it, but
of course. Big fan of the tennis, but it's just we're in a bit of a lull.
what do you think about this? I just read this today. Sabalenka, women's world number one.
Yeah.
She doesn't think that if you lose a Grand Slam final, she's like, the loser shouldn't have to stand there and fucking cop all the post-game bullshit because they're so devastated. I'm like, you just won a shitload of money. Shut up.
No, listen. What you want me to give a green tick, rubber stamp? You've been a sook? No, I don't think so. Absolutely not.
You lose with grace and class. You can be disappointed. That's fine.
Of course you can. I'm not saying that you have to sit there looking happy. You can look devo if that's what you're feeling. But to go off and have a sook in the change rooms, absolutely unacceptable. No way. No. I am mildly entertained or excited for the potential of another Sinner-Alcaraz final, just because they're starting to get into some serious work, those two.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I don't really know. The Winter Olympics is about 3 weeks away. As is
the Winters?
The Winters, Tom, as is the T20 World Cup. I sort of like the Winters. It plays into our pool a little bit more, Tom, just in terms of how absurd some of the events are.
Scotty James going for an elusive Winters gold. He's never had a Winters gold.
Jeez, he needs a Winters, Tom.
Yeah, he does. I mean, that'd be just quite a nice bow on a career. And I'm not saying he's retiring, but Scotty James has been to a few Winters by now. He'd be around. He'd be around our age.
Have you seen his Tell documentary on Netflix, Tom? Did you catch the name of that?
Oh, hold on. Don't.
Catch the name of that, mate?
Don't. Hold on. I did, and I was like, fuck. Pipe Dreams. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice play on words. Very nice play on words.
Yeah, it's beautiful. We were going to sue him, obviously, but he's an Australian.
Well, but Scotty's an Australian. He's going for his first Winters gold, Tom. And
in the pipe.
Just didn't feel like he needed it.
No, he didn't need another headache. That's the last thing he needs.
Last thing he needed, mate.
But, yeah, so when does the Winters start exactly?
I believe it starts 6th of Feb, Tom. Probably I'd say that's our 7th.
Shit, very soon.
And then on the 7th, we've also got the T20 World Cup starting.
Lots going on. So that T20 World Cup that'd be like an Amazon Prime-y sort of thing, wouldn't it? Because it's an ICC tournament.
Don't know. Probably.
That's the vibe I get.
Stop looking so brooding, Tobler.
Can you stop brooding so hard?
Just Google it. I brood when I Google.
You were brooding.
Yeah.
How's your baddie patrol going? How's your summer of baddies been?
Mate, it hasn't been too bad. It's going to fire up this week. I've kept myself busy this week. I've got about 3 dates locked in, so we'll see how we go. So
there's nothing really else on the go?
Nah, nothing on the go.
3 dates, eh? Where are you going?
South Kelly Surf Club, the Collaroy, Pocket Pizza, all the hits.
Nice,
yeah,
mate.
right. Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Do you take them all to the same? Like, is it all to the same spot, or do you go?
No, I don't have a table reserved at these restaurants where they're like, oh, Thomas, who's your guest tonight?
I tell you what, I'd like.
You don't have a
I'd like
standing reservation, mate.
Yeah, I'd like someone to put a plaque up on that table at the Collaroy where you're in your bloody. Your black bomber jacket, looking up with that chick in the middle of the entire fucking dining area.
I didn't know anyone could see me. I didn't know anyone could see me.
No, we get.
Right.
Yeah. I think we put a plaque on that. Yeah, the PDA plaque for Tobler's disgraceful behaviour. Sweet. All right. Anything else, lads? Anything else I'm forgetting?
Did you see Wishy signed with the Bears?
Did see that. Congrats to the Wish.
Going to the Bears with Nick Meaney.
Nick Meaney and Wishy to the Bears.
Oh, that's pretty good. They're great pickups.
particularly Wishy, and that's no disrespect to Meany, but Wishy's someone who I think was
but, mate,
foaming for a starting.
Nick's had a couple of fucking pretty good years.
He had him at Melbourne. That would be my only thing. Is like if I'm being critical, is he had him at Melbourne?
But maybe they've made him a better player, Tom. But
I'm
happy for Wishy.
I'm happy for them both.
That's unreal. That's great.
Yeah,
that's great.
I
was a bit worried they wouldn't get anyone.
Yeah, seriously. Well, listen, if you look at their roster, they got Josh Curran from the Dogs. You know what I mean? Like Wishy, I think is really good. They've got Sexton. There's Liam Henry, I think, from the Panthers. No one that's really like blown my penis truly away.
Yeah,
Wishy
they were
would
never,
be my favourite.
They were never going to get a big penis blower early in the game. They never do.
No, they don't. Just quickly though, Travis Head putting off the green like 24 hours after winning the Ashes, and then Mitchell Starc getting a hole in one. Like just
the boys are on, mate. When you're on, you're on. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
When you're hot, you're hot. When you're on, you're on.
Yeah.
When you're an alpha, you're an alpha. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Geez, Mitch Stark's had a good summer. He's just gone. He's really starting to nuzzle into that greatness area, isn't he?
Oh, he's in the greatness area. He's the greatest left.
But I'm talking seriously
revered.
pantheon stuff, you know?
Yes. In this article I was reading yesterday where they were talking about Bryden Cast with his cash falling out of his fucking zipper and all that bullshit. They were like Mitchell Starc. They were talking about how like basically England went on this like booze cruise basically to New Zealand where they just got fucked up the whole time. Then they came over to Australia and they were staying at the Crown in Perth for their whole lead up to the first test. And they were like, Mitchell Starc didn't drink 6 weeks before the Ashes, and then after they won him in Adelaide, he only had one beer after the celebrations and went straight back into monk mode because he was like, "Nah, I need to. I'm the frontline bloody tip of the spear here, and I'm 36, just showing them how it's done, how professional does it."
That's what it's all about, mate. That's what it's all about. He was the spear. He's the leader of the attack. They don't even have a leader of their attack, you know, like. They're just a complete mess. And you talk about a booze cruise to New Zealand. I'm sorry, Tom. It's been a booze cruise to Australia as well. They've been on the piss the whole time.
Well, no, that's the thing. It was a booze cruise to New Zealand, and then that cruise came over to Australia, and the booze cruise continued.
In earnest, mate.
Yeah. And you have what's his face, McCullum. You're going to walk with me here. We're almost done anyway, but just while I go and let my cat in, who's being fucking annoying. McCullum being like, they're like, would you change your ways? And he's like, I actually take offence to that. You're like, what are you offended by, lad? Like, you have to realise.
But he was basically like, I won't be changing, which is insane.
Essentially, that's what he said. He's just kind of like, you know, I'm open to it, but you've also got to have conviction in what you do. You're like, dude, come on.
What are you talking about, mate? You've just been absolutely pumped 4-1, and let's be honest, that 4-1 was questionable. It should have been 5.
Anyway.
All right. Hello, darling. Okay. Here she is.
Where are you? Hello.
Here's the culprit of all the
Suki.
sound.
The little puppy squeaking in the background. Hello. Cute.
Cute.
Look at those big blue eyes.
Big blue eyes, huh?
Hello. Hey. What's going on? What's going on? When's Daddy going to give you a sibling?
A sibling? When are we giving her a sibling, El? She's going.
Yeah.
Huh? Bit longer, everyone.
Yeah, fair.
A bit longer.
Reasonable.
She's not even won this little one, are you, Bubsy?
Dude, I saw a photo of when Zoe was born, Evie. I'm like, what the fuck were we thinking, bro? We just got straight back into it. I'm like, that is mental. Fucking Evie could barely speak. Jesus Christ. Yeah.
You went hard, mate. You went hard.
Yeah.
Punters and Dribblers will be back in the studio next Monday. Looking forward to hearing about Tobber's exploits this week. But for now, one must return to flop mode. One must.
Yeah, for the final days of flopping.
That's it.
Sweet.
Say goodbye to the Punters.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Sicky.
Could you two just not talk anymore?